Today I'm traveling all over Los Angeles to the 6 cheapest restaurants on the Michelin Guide to see if I can eat good, all for under $100. That includes transit, so you know I'm taking public transportation. Anyway, let's go sell some tires. My first stop is La Azteca Tortilleria in East LA. Here's what the guide says. Flour tortillas are made in-house every day in full view of the dining room and boast a kind of richness and chew that others don't. Here's a look at their menu, and you gotta show off your Michelin award. Oh look, my favorite guy is on. First Michelin meal of the day, La Azteca. They only had a small counter inside to eat at, so I decided to take it to go and eat it here down the street at the beautiful Eugene A. Obregon Park in the neighborhood of East LA. I got La Azteca with carne asada. Got a little greasy on the walk down. I did kind of take a while. Regardless, I'm excited. I'm gonna go straight in at the top. That is really, really good. You can see a nice thin, chewy tortilla, and look at all that stuff inside. Hell yeah. The carne asada is good. Each little piece of meat is like cooked really well and like crispy on the outside, but man, the star of the show truly is that chile relleno. Gonna go in with a little of their red salsa. It's sweet, it's toasty, it's got a good amount of heat. Damn, that cheese in there is so cool and creamy. And the different textures of the meat, like the fatty parts, the really crispy parts. You can see some of that spongy, eggy batter on the chile relleno. I know their thing there is the tortilla, and the tortilla is good, but man, this whole thing is like out of this world. It's like every bite I'm tasting new things. It is a symphony, though. It really all comes together. Incredibly complex, but very coherent. You can tell they put a lot of care into their food. They knocked it out of the park. This is like amazing. Those Michelin folks really nailed this one. How would it score on the Michelin Guide? I mean, that's a 5 out of 5. That is a fantastic burrito. And now that I have you here, can I interest you in some tires? I think we should really start talking about tires. And then right on the corner by the park is the bus stop for the first leg of my journey. I saw a bird of prey up in the sky, and then my bus arrived. Pee Wee Herman in it for the day. And thinking about the history of the Michelin Guide. It all started back at the turn of the century when a rubber company, founded by André Michelin, started giving out a free handbook to promote their new product, automobile tires. At first it was mostly just instructions on how to use tires, but also included information important to motorists such as where to get gas, locations of mechanics, and hotels to stay the night. And in the 1920s, they dispatched a group of secret diners to start raiding hotels and restaurants. It became the go-to guide for fine dining throughout the 20th century. In 1997, the Bib Gourmand Award was introduced. It focused on good value, and this is the list that I'm using. The guide only rated places in Europe and the UK until 2005 when they began a global expansion. 2008 saw its first LA guide, but they only published for 2 years before abandoning the city after some controversy. The first guide almost exclusively looked at the West Side and focused mostly on European cuisine like spago. The director of the guide at the time said, "People in LA are not interested in eating well, but just in who goes to which restaurant and where they sit." Jonathan Gold, patron saint of LA food, kinda dunked on him and said it seemed like it was put together by a team too timid to venture further than a few minutes from their Beverly Hills hotel. The list was a lot more expansive when they returned in 2019, and as you'll see, the current guide includes a wide range of cuisines and locations. But do you think this list represents the best value in LA? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Back to my journey, I hopped off the bus to make a connection onto the E line, got there just as it was arriving. I accidentally got this shot of me sitting down in slow motion, also the shot of us entering the subterranean portion as a time-lapse for some reason. We emerged back on the surface, over the LA River, and into beautiful downtown Los Angeles with its abandoned apartment high-rises. I arrived at my second Michelin-rated restaurant, Pine and Crane, of which the Michelin Guide said, as casual as the vibe may seem, this is a serious kitchen dedicated to Asian cuisine. Here I am at my second of the cheapest restaurants on the Michelin Guide, pine and crane. I decided to take my food to go and eat it here at this little peepee right next door, this pocket park, and not disturb people with my yapping. Anyways, I got the Dan Dan noodles, and man, it smells and it looks so good. And that is a thick, oily sauce. You can just like see and hear how glutinous those noodles are. I'm gonna give you a listen.
That's what good
noodles sound like. All right, so I'm gonna give it a try. That's really very good. Oh man, that sauce is like thick and coats the noodles, but it's also very like slippery and oily. It's a very good sauce. It's salty. You can taste soy sauce. It's a little bit sweet, sweetness of like the peanuts, and just the slightest bit of heat. Very chewy. My jaw is getting a workout. It hits. What can I say? It's like a warm, comforting pasta dish. Good cucumber. Fantastic sauce. Very rich. The noodles, man, the chewiness of the noodles. And the crunch of the peanut. So good. These Michelin folks so far can't miss. They really nailed it with pine and crane. And for a Michelin score, that gets a 5 out of 5. Anyway, now that I have you, I'd really like to talk to you about who supplies the tires for your company's fleet of vehicles. $3 for 15 minutes? Nah, it couldn't be me. Took a brief walk to the bus stop for my next leg of the journey. Not a single public park in Koreatown yet. Joe's over here with the freaking park for autos. I don't know about that. And then my bus arrived. Oh, actually, that wasn't my bus. I know the Firestone boys have probably been over here talking about the durability of their rubber, but let me assure you that they use a far inferior vulcanization process. And then my actual bus arrived. Man, one of these days I'm going to score the LA Metro account, really be rolling in it. We swiftly left downtown and entered the Mid-Wilshire region with its big epic apartment buildings. This was an articulated bus. Then we made it to Western Avenue, the location of my next destination. This trip was within 2 hours of my last one, so LA Metro considered it a transfer and the fare was completely free. I stepped off the bus and made it to my third Michelin-recognized restaurant, Pollo A La Brasa. The guide says, expect a casual neighborhood restaurant that's a touch warm on the inside from the heat of the live fire cooking. Look at those beauties twirl. Here we are in the parking lot of our next Michelin-rated restaurant, Pollo A La Brasa. The perfect place to talk tires and an even better place to talk chicken. But the blazing sun and deafening traffic is not going to stop me from enjoying this delicious quarter chicken with fries and salad. So let's pop it open and see what we got. Oh, mama. It is glistening. That is a work of art. That skin is like amazing. You can see all the rendered fat on the outside of it. It's almost like glazed. All right, time to give it a try. Damn, that is really good. I've had a lot of dry rotisserie chicken in this city. This is not dry chicken. You can taste that like charred wood fire flavor. Comes with this green sauce, so I'm gonna try some of that too. Oh, spicy. It's cilantro-y, very creamy and really spicy. Like the fruitiness of a jalapeno. Damn, that chicken is just like dewy. Drop the skin routine. I got it with fries. The Michelin Guide said the fries are good. They're good. They're fine. Now this came with salad too, so let's see what that's all about. Whoa, okay. Well, this was not what I was expecting. This is like a legit salad. Got tomato, carrot, beets, piece of pear. That was really very, very good. The chicken, how it was seasoned, marinated, fantastic. Cooking it over wood makes a huge difference. It gives it a great char. You can taste the fantastic smoke flavor. And that salad was a real surprise. An interesting, dynamic, and delicious salad. The fries were fine, but I think the Michelin Guide really found another winner. For a Michelin Guide score, Pollo A La Brasa gets a 5 out of 5. Right up Western on Wilshire by the Wiltern, I found the metro station where I began the next leg of my journey. Down the stairs I went, and crazy thing is, that wasn't even sped up. Hopped on the D line and did some wiggling underground until I arrived at Union Station, where I would be making a connection to the A line. You catch the train up on the main platform near Metrolink and the Amtrak trains. It's so romantic. Think about people going from state to state. Maybe they sit next to someone who's kind of cute. Maybe they meet someone in the dining car and fall in love. Anyways, it wasn't long before my train arrived. We departed downtown Los Angeles on a cool elevated track, back up over the LA River, and into the lovely neighborhood of Highland Park. Took a little walk. To Via's Tacos, only to find that it was closed for the grand opening of their new location right up the street. So I took another little stroll and found the grand opening of Via's Tacos number 3. Of their original location, the Michelin Guide says, colorful, messy, and filling, these tacos thrive on their own but also sing with the homemade salsas, some of which are ferociously spicy. Wow. There was a celebration going on and people were already in line to try these brand new tacos. There were speeches, a ribbon cutting, and I cannot overstate how excited the atmosphere was. It was very cool to see the community come together to celebrate this new restaurant. Got the taco from Via's Tacos. I took it to go. I'm here at the Highland Park in Highland Park of Highland Park fame, and I am frankly thrilled. What an exciting surprise. Well, I didn't get to go to the Via's Tacos from the Michelin Guide. I was excited to have the opportunity to get a taco from their brand new location on opening day. And this thing is beautiful. It's the beer battered mahi mahi. I love a fish taco. And a beautiful, thick blue corn tortilla. Oh man, it smells so good. That's like an insanely good taco. The piece of fish is generous and it's kind of dense. I like that. The batter is thin, but it's like kind of tough in like a good way. It gives it structure and something to bite down on. And it's sweet. Look, there's mango in it. Mango. I would still love to try their queso taco at their original location, which I've never tried. But man, this is fantastic. Next time I'm in Highland Park, I'm definitely getting this taco again. And I would love to try the rest of their menu. So I can't speak to that first location, but holy cow, if it's anywhere as good as this one, then it truly deserves a spot on the list. This one gets a very, very strong 5. While the Via's Tacos opening was a really fun surprise, it did set me back a little bit on my schedule, and it made me a little concerned that I won't be able to hit my final 2 restaurants on my list today. So I'm like hoofing it back to the train station to head back westward for my next Michelin restaurant. And I figure now's a good time as any to tell you that while the upfront cost of the Michelin tire is higher, over the life of your vehicle, you're saving thousands in savings. People will say taking the bus unsafe, and then try and merge on the Arroyo Seco Parkway at night. After a short trip, we made it to our penultimate location, Carnes Asadas Pancho Lopez. The Michelin Guide says the birria is another warming brothy hit, packing in more delicacy and nuance than the typical effort. There he is, the gourmand himself. Look at this beautiful dining area. I ordered and waited for my food outside. There really are nose gardens everywhere. And when my food was ready, I grabbed it and ran across the street to this beautiful cafe that they have next door. Here I am at Carnes Asadas Pancho Lopez. Just got it in a to-go box, and let's take a look at it. Oh, mama. Got the 3 tacos with the cooked onion, some raw onion, and the consomme. It's really good. It's really, really very good. Oh my God, those onions are insane. Those cooked onions are really good. I don't know if that's pickled or just cooked in a kind of briny sauce. Really very good. Okay, so the taco, hold on, I gotta take another bite. That's really good. So there's like 2 tortillas. The outer one is soaked in the consomme and seared on the stovetop. The inner one is still wet and really soft, very corn flavored. All right, I want to try some of these sauces. Wow, this one looks spicy just from the color. You know, not too spicy. Very like floral. I'm flying through these tacos. All right, watch me eat this third one in like 2 bites. Dude, another real winner on this Michelin list. It's not like I've never had a beef taco before, but this is a really, really good one. It's the technique that really elevates the dish, and frankly, the technique is all there. And I think that really defines the Bib Gourmand. Now, I'm sorry to bring it back to business, but what can I do to put you in a brand new set of Michelin tires today? If I go home without making a deal, the Michelin man is gonna come down hard. I know he looks soft, but he has fists of steel. Walking back to that A-line station to hop on the train to make it back to my next and final Michelin restaurant. And I've gotta say, all joking aside, this has been an incredible food tour. The Michelin Guide has put together an amazing collection of restaurants, and some of them I had never heard of before. So this has been a great opportunity to try restaurants that I wouldn't have tried otherwise, and just have a number of delicious meals. But let me know if any of these restaurants are like your favorites, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now is a perfect time. I really am like a brand new channel, so I see every subscriber, and I really appreciate the support. So I'm waiting for my connection here. I got off of the A-line and I'm about to hop on the 4 bus to my final destination. I thought it'd be a good time to go over some details about the Bib Gourmand. Got a fact sheet. Got to keep an eye out for my bus though. All right, so here's some details. Bib Gourmand, not a Michelin star. It's a separate designation where the Michelin star also includes like fine dining type service. The Bib Gourmand is just for high quality food at reasonable prices, but they do still expect a level of customer service and consistency in the food. They focus on restaurants with simple style cooking, which I think we've seen, like simple but executed very well. And the bib in Bib Gourmand is for Bibendum, which is the actual name of the Michelin mascot, which I didn't know, and frankly, I don't really like. Hopping on the bus for the final leg of my journey. I can hardly believe this adventure is coming to an end. And I've made it to the final 6th of the value restaurants on the Michelin Guide, Little Fish. The guide says their lunch features heartier sandwiches, topped with American cheese, Kewpie mayo, dill pickles on a potato bun for a midday meal that's as satisfying as they come. Here I am with my final Bib Gourmand Michelin-rated restaurant of the day, and I thought where better to eat it than here at Echo Park, in the beautiful Echo Park of Echo Park fame. We're back in a park. Who would have thought? I ordered the fried tofu sandwich, which is a favorite of this place, and holy cow, look at that. This thing looks delicious, is very big. It smells just so good with a glistening slice of cheese on there too. The bun is soft. That is really, really good. The batter, insanely crispy. Just a big old chunk of tofu. I think that's just straight mayo on there. Can't go wrong. That was a fantastic sandwich. Warm, smooth tofu. That batter just like shatters. And a soft bun, some mayo, some pickles. Once again, a relatively simple dish, but well conceived. And with anything deep fried, if the batter is not seasoned well, it's not fried at the right temperature, throws off the whole dish. But they just nailed it completely with this one. Little Fish, a fine addition to a knockout list. Wow, what a day. 6 amazing restaurants, tons of beautiful neighborhoods and parks, and hours of pleasant travel on LA City Metro buses and trains. Nothing left to do but tally it up and see if I was able to do it all for under $100. Wow, what a value. And as much fun as we had today, I think it's really important that we talk about the actual impact that tires have had on our lives and environment. Tires are the leading cause of microplastics, which are found in every corner of the globe, even in rainwater. It's been found in human brains and testes. And there's evidence to link microplastics in the human body to the rising levels of cancer, especially in young people. If you live in LA, you've seen firsthand the black dust that accumulates on windowsills facing traffic. These are the microplastics that permeate every part of our environment. But what can we do as individuals? Well, we can try and reduce our reliance on cars. Using buses and especially trains means fewer tires falling apart and throwing dust all over the place. Anyways, I want to thank you again so much for watching. The truth is, I would not have done this without you. So I guess there's nothing left to do but sit here, enjoy the view, and digest a little. Until next time, I hope to see you real soon.